Okay, what is this, 1.3 patch? Let's see. I don't always like Prydwen's ranking, especially for Wuwa. I think their rankings are very hypocritical. Let's see. So, channel log, would they update? Shorekeeper has been added to the tier list. Okay. Yay. Jing has been to the list. Yanwu's tier 1, tier 1.5. Yanwu gaining settable ground on the meta. Yada, yada, yada. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to give you a real big hot take. I'm going to give like a massive, massive, massive hot take about the sub DPSs in this game. We actually spoke about this. I guess this is a good time to record and discuss this. I don't think there are any T.0 sub DPSs. And if there is, ZheZhi is not in there. ZheZhi is not a T.0 sub DPS. I think this is ultimate glaze. We can get to the DPSs in a moment. Yinlin, I can kind of understand. Although I think Yinlin's concerto energy and her forte regen is a little rough, especially for using it for incandescence for ZheZhi. Excuse me, but I think you take her out and put her down at T0.5. I think you, if you can make an argument for someone being T0 in sub DPS, I think it's Sanhua. I think Sanhua's concerto energy is just too good. Yinlin should be because more versatile. I agree with the versatility. Also, what's good, Tokyo? So I definitely agree with that. Again, I personally wouldn't put her there. I still think she's 0.5. Also, because her outro skill is very limiting. It only works with Electro and Res Liberation. And right now, the only person we have with Res Liberation is going to be Zhang Liao. So, but you could keep her there because she could work with Cheng Li. She could work with this person. You know what I mean? So, I get that. But I think ZheZhi's way over. I would actually put ZheZhi at tier 1. I think ZheZhi's pull value has gone down significantly, especially due to the fact that you get Yanwu for free and Baizhi for free. She's legitimately just here for ZheZhi. You could technically, Jinsi, you could technically use ZheZhi for Cheng Li with the resident skill buff, but I don't think it's worth it. Doesn't ZheZhi go T0 due to being the best in stock for the current best DPS in the game? I think that is a very... I think this is misleading. I'm still holding it down as we don't have T0 sub. I think if anyone's T0, it's Sanhua. The reason why I think that she shouldn't be T0 is, yes, she's the best support for Jinsi, but that is it. That is all she offers. That's all she offers. Me using ZheZhi as main DPS. ZheZhi's main DPS is crazy. I used that for a team. I hated it. I used that with Sanhua. I had the worst time in my life. Absolutely miserable. Yeah, so I think putting her in T0 is just really unfair because it's misleading, because someone can go to this website and say, oh, this is a great character. And then they're going to fucking run ZheZhi with Jin Yan and be so disappointed, or ZheZhi with Encore. You know what I mean? Like, I just think it's not fair. The reason why she's T0 is because she functions perfectly with Yanwu. If we don't have a T0, what would make a T0 sub? I think there's quite a few things, right? So... I think there's quite a few things, right? So, what do you think would be the qualifications? Let's start with that. I think is pull value, right? So, what do you determine pull value / T0? Give me T0. Also, I just closed all my tabs. Give me 1 second. Hold on, I don't see anything anymore. I gotta get my channel reader back up. Bam. Okay, cool. T0 Verena versatility. I think versatility. What does that include? Intro / outro. I think this includes intro / outro. Team comps it can work in. How many team compositions can they work with, right? And then honestly, I don't even think damage is a factor. I think you could take damage out. I think damage, not important, right? I think the moment you get Glacial unit, resonance, ZheZhi might go up. So potentially Yuria. But we're here right now, right? And right now, people will say use that with Yang Yang. Damage is luxury stat for sub DPS. Yeah, I don't think damage is important, right? So if you're asking me to make an argument for T0, let's break it down, right? The Tauchi disrespect. Tauchi's really only good with Jinsi, and that's kind of really it. Let's put this over here so that way chat's not blocking it. Let's start with Yinlin. Where do you put Yinlin? I think Yinlin is T0.5 personally, but can see T0, right? Yinlin works with Encore. She works with Cheng Li. She works with Jinsi. Jinsi, but not optimal. Not optimal, right? What else does she work with? She works with Donjin. She pretty much works with every DPS. However, intro outro is useless other than Zheng Liao. Calchero's dead. Calchero's dead in a ditch. I'm sorry, man. That man is dead in a ditch, brother. That man is dead in a ditch. Hi, M. What's up, beautiful? What about Calchero C6? We're good, Zen. What about Calchero C6? I mean, we can talk about that. We can look at his cons. I really don't know what his cons do. I think the whole problem with Calchero is his ultimate is so high skill ceiling to use that I can't use it. The average player is not using it properly. He's pretty fucking ass. You know what I mean? Zheng Liao just clears him. You could say it's a skill issue, and that's fine, right? And I don't disagree with you. But I think the skill gap is so high when you have someone like Zheng Liao for free, he is just not worth using. Change the outro skill fade if you swap now. Bro, the outro skill sucks as well. I'm considering getting it for Bernice. I don't play ZheZhi. Also is a ZheZhi master though. I play a little bit, but I'm not good at it. But Wu has a really unique, specific way of making Sub DPS. So I feel like Wu with Sub DPS design, Sanhua's T.0. Okay, so we'll get to Sanhua in a minute. Let's get to Sanhua in a minute. Let's finish this. So let's go. 19 ping. Let's go. But he is not for free for new players. Sadly, that is the unfortunate part. But even if you get Calchero, I would recommend not building. I still wouldn't do it. What up, Dark? How you feeling, man? Davia, brother, welcome in. How are you? Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a great day. How you feeling? How the fuck is Trash Core in 0.5? She's good. She's good. I'll tell you why in a minute. So, Yinlin, T0.5. I can see her being T0. Encore, Changli, Jinxie, not optimal. Donjin. Intro, outro is useless other than Zheng Liao. And then her Forte can be annoying to use. And I'm just going to keep it a buck. The other big problem with her is Electro 4 cost are cringe. Right? So I think with this criteria, how I'm looking at it, this is why I would put her at T0.5. I don't think she's obviously more universal than someone like ZheZhi, but I still don't think she's T0. I don't. Once we get more people who could take care of her intro outro other than Zheng Liao, who's a free limited character that is now gone, I do believe she will go up in the rankings for sure. Zheng Liao and Calchero, my stubborn ass. Yeah, no, that's valid. That's valid. I want to make the team sound with DPS, Linging, Sub DPS, and PRYDWEN. I mean, fuck it, do it. That's why I use Flautist. True. You could use Flautist. It's a good counter argument. I just think that if you're going out of your way, like, what does the Flautist give, actually? Does it give any passives? What does it give? Like, there is not a sub that provides the level of active... Yeah, I agree. Exactly what Oscar said. There is not a sub that provides a level of account value that Jinxie or Shorekeeper has yet. A lot of the subs are very, 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 very niche down into their specific thing, right? So what the fuck does Flautist do? Transform into Flautist, continually emanating electro target, 38.3 electro damage for a total of 10 seconds. Gain 1 concerto energy every time it hits. It's not bad. That's not bad. But it is a massive nerf from Tempest Memphis or Thundering Memphis, though. You know, after the claws hit, increase the current attack electro by 12 and heavy attack damage by 12. Resonance Liberation crit damage by Resonance Liberation by 12. That's a pretty big difference still, you know? So, yo, it's good, Variant. How you feeling, brother? Welcome in. How are you? We are going over a quick tier list, a quick Sub DPS tier list. So, the Sub DPS are extremely specific and niche. Yeah. Sanhua gives basic, any character does basic attack damage? Yeah, there's a few. So, but before we get to her, let's go to ZheZhi, right? I think ZheZhi, I'm going to be honest with you, I think ZheZhi's tier 1, man. I think ZheZhi's tier 1. I really don't think ZheZhi has the pull value of a Yinlin, man. I really, if you are not running, I shouldn't listen to Real Notepad. Only good for Jinxie Inca. The YouTube comments are about to hate me. Watch this. Using her as DPS is cope. Yanwu is free. Immediately, Yanwu being free brings down her pull value. I do believe so. Very true. Set on release. By herself, she's tier 1. I can agree on that. I think so. T1 is blasphemy. Using her as a DPS is cope. And then I think the next thing would probably be, in my opinion, is either do we do 30-30? Yeah, we got 30-30 for this count. I mean, Prydwens has to do the earlier floors, but I got on the hard ones. I believe we did. And then after, yeah, man. I mean, like, her res skill outro is mainly for ZheZhi. You know what I'm saying? Not really best for Changli. So I feel like realistically, I don't see how you put her anything higher than tier 1. You could make a cope argument with like Ling Yang and whatever, but she feels ass to play in my opinion, but that's too spicy. No, I agree with you. I think her gameplay is not fun. I think visually she's beautiful, but gameplay is clunky. Clunky / not fun. I'll take that. I'll take that 100%. Man, fuck Ling Yang. That's what I'm saying. Her gameplay's pretty simple. I don't think it's that clunky. It could be simple, but still clunky. You could still be a basic bitch, would still be annoying, you know? So basic. I'm saying. What the fuck, man? Scam, what the fuck, man? She's Zhongli level. No. Who, this? Wait. Kachara got the deal. Did they put Tauchi in the lowest tier? They probably did put Tauchi in the lowest tier. I don't think she's definitely not Zhongli level. That's cap. That's cap. Okay, so ZheZhi I think is tier 1. We can move on to Sanhua. I think Sanhua is T0.5 still. Can see T0 though. I can definitely see T0 without a doubt. I could definitely see Sanhua being T0 for sure. Number 1, free. Number 2, fastest concerto energy in the game. She is actually also great. She's legitimately shorekeeper best in slot. I mean, like, it's fucking insane how good they work together. Her flow with shorekeeper is actually fucking ridiculous. She can use 2 sets, which is nice, but we'll leave that alone. Like, her and shorekeeper is insane. I think Sanhua is only T0 debatable at S4, but S2 quite there, which is why I'm only basing it on. So we could okay, let's look at the cons real quick. Let's see. I'm gonna follow my boy Frank. What is only at thingy? So crit rate increased by 15%, basic attack 5, heavy attack detonate stamina reduced by 10% when Sanhua casts resonance skill or resonance. Resonant interruptions enhanced by 10. Sanhua's damage across restoration restores energy. Damn, I still think C2 is good, man. I think if you're going C2, then I guess T0.5. If you're going if you're going to C4, then I think T0. And then the basic attacks, right? Normal attack works with Encore, Camilla, and Changli, Donjon, Rover, HV Rover. Like, she works with a ton of units. You could say we could include Yao. We can include Yao as well. Hi, Say. How are you? Can you get a shout out for Say? Hope you're having a great fucking day today, dog. How was your stream, Stinky? Hope everything was good. How are you? S6 for short T0, yeah. Sanhua, Baijima, wait for Glacial units. I only care about Ling Yang for the story, not gameplay. Team Jian deserve emotional love. I don't think Jian's gonna get another sub DPS. I think we're stuck with what we have. Yeah, man, but I think Sanhua is just overall such a great. If we're including S6, everyone is sleeping on Yang Yang. Yang Yang's dog shit. Internet died. I'm sorry to hear that. Say that's ass. I'm sorry to hear about that. But hey, I hope it was good before then. But yeah, everyone go follow Says, please. Says go to with the sauce. How are you? Why the fuck is Donjon 1.5 who made this trash? Donjon S2 is not the best. Donjon S2 is high reward, not enough. Very high risk. Her reward is high, but very, 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 very high risk. So yeah, so Sanhua's goated. Mortefi, man. Okay, I have to be objective here because I really don't like Johnson. Now you can make him work with Changli. Changli Mortefi team comps do in fact happen. I've seen Gotcha Smack use it. I've seen quite a few people use it. If we're going here, I think T.05, 0.5. But I I could see T1. Because realistically, he shines. He shines with Gion, man. Like, he shines with Gion, brother. Like, without Gion, it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. You do get static miss for free. Cadenza's a little bit of overkill. But I think he fucking shines with Gion, and without Gion, it is very rough out here, man. You know, so easy to use, slash free to play 5-star weapon. We could throw that here as well. Sidebar. Free to play 5-star weapon, because this helps a lot. Mortefi pretty trash compared to Sanhua and God. Based on this tier list, it's good. I got Jinsi. Yeah, Jinsi's goated. No, Jinsi's amazing. You did a good idea. You know what's important? Heavy's culture. Is his outro only heavy? Yeah. Yeah, it's only heavy. Only heavy. It's realistically made for Johnson and Gion, and that's really it. Limited team comps. Gion, best in slot. You could put Jian Shin or whatever the fuck how you spell her name. Cope, because she's Cope in itself. Jinsi, Cope. But like he's really like Gion coded. He's Gion fucking coded. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, just straight up. So I think that since he's so Gion coded, I mean, the team is so good. So maybe I wouldn't even put it T1. But like, if you got Mortefi and you don't have Gion and you don't like using Johnson, I really do think that it's pretty rough with him. You know what I mean? He definitely doesn't have, and his concerto energy, heavy attack damage, it's not really hitting it with a lot of people. It works really well with one unit, maybe two. So I don't think that's T0.5. Okay. Yeah, fuck it. Let's put it 1. T1. Fuck it. T1. I'm down with that. I'm down with it. I lean more towards T1 as well. Typecast says John Sub. Man, I tried to use Donjon for Rover. I'm not looking at the game or deep. Yeah, Slack. Donjon is a rough character to use. She's my personal favorite. I love her. I love her gameplay style, which it is a little rough to use. But yeah, no, I think that is valid. You could leave Yanu 1.5. Alto's trash. I don't know enough about Spectre Rover. I really don't care about Spectre Rover. But Alto's dog shit. Yanu's whatever, T1.5. But I truly do believe that there is no T.0 SUBDPS yet. I think that this list is very inaccurate. And it's very misleading. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's how I would probably rank these. I would not rank them. Put Alto to tier 3 doesn't do anything. Yeah, Alto's dog shit. Jan was goated for Jinsi, and that's really it. Honestly, speaking, if there aren't enough characters to really give a fuck about tier list, no, I disagree with you. I disagree with you. No one got some nice quality of updates for Chief. Yeah, I mean, Yanu C4 becomes a good shielder. Like C4, maybe you can throw him up to here. But With Camilla comes out, I think Sanhua will be T0. Yeah. No, Sanhua, you can make an argument for her being T0. I still think, again, all of these are still too niche down. They don't have like a universal sub, and I don't think maybe they will make a universal sub by design, which makes sense. But now also we could predict where we think Yoo-Hoo's gonna land. I think Yoo-Hoo is an interesting case. I think Yoo-Hoo's gonna land T0.5, T1. Yoo-Hoo's not gonna replace a Verena buff, but she will give coordinated attack buff damage, which is nice. But I don't think Yoo-Hoo's going to be like fucking meta defining or anything crazy like that. You know what I mean? I think Yoo-Hoo is just going to kind of be there. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be anything too nutty. Yeah. Man, that's a Sub DPS list, man.